Howdy, folks. Uh, Big surprise, I'm autonomous Jook, so that's something new. Thank you. All the rest of this shit's pretty new too, so.
Hundred thousand miles on a G20 van, a pack of prophylactics and a highway tan. Main demographic got your girlfriend, cause I'm the one man rock harder than your whole band. Play more bars than China got tan, smoke more dope than the desert got sand. Camp every night, eat beans from a can, go with the flow and shit, don't go playing 50 shows in a row, all one night stand. Roll when they over like 3 a.m. Gas in my tank, little money in my hand. Look at my guitar, you don't see no band, don't subscribe to music. Made by the man, saw my opportunity, it took it and ran. Say it ain't work, just look at my hands. Callous and scarred just like the old man's. I'm proud as fuck of where I stand. I grew from roots is what I am. Talking to my dog like the son of Sam, putting words and chords together like blam. I never get stuck, no stick like Pam. Hot or rough as fuck, got a hot cam. Burning rubber like a sled with a pedal get slammed, going coast to coast, the world be a damn. Do all alone just cause I can, cause you weren't there like Vietnam. I got magic legs like Lieutenant Dan. The world ain't began to see my wingspan. I'm off the radar like book been banned. Hand out tweets to your online friends. Tell them I'm the best OMB ever been. My own backbeat and my own hype man. Go 100,000 miles in a G20 van. Rock 5 fools holding PBR can. Pack it up again thinking ain't like grand. Go another 100,000 in a broke down van. Go 100,000 miles in a G20 van. Rock 5 fools holding PBR can. Pack it up again thinking ain't like grand. Go another 100,000 in a broke down van. Go 100,000 miles in a G20. Rock 5 fools holding. Pack it up again thinking ain't like grand. Go another 100,000 in a brother van. 100,000 miles in a G20. Rock 5 fools holding. Pack it up again thinking ain't like grand. Go another 100,000 in a brother van. 100,000 G20 van. Rock 5 fools holding PBR can. Pack it up again thinking ain't like grand. Go another 100,000 in a broke down van. Go 100,000 miles in a G20 van. Rock 5 fools holding PBR can. Pack it up again thinking ain't like grand. Go another 100,000 in a broke down van. Go. You like that shit, yeah? You liked it? All right then. Well, thanks, y'all. I appreciate it. Thank y'all. So this rig's basically a spaceship for exploring music, and that's kind of where I chose to start. So, yeah. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Said this was all new material. Some of it's just really old material done in a new way. Frankly, I got bored with myself, so this is where we ended up. I get stoned in the morning and I take pills in the afternoon. I still live most every night, just getting high and missing you. Yeah, I do a lot of things to cause me a lot of things. And some folks, they never learn. And my love, it never turns. Ooh, 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 ooh. I drink every morning and I take pills every afternoon. And I will sing you one more sad song and go home to my darkened room. And there ain't one way to know it, just how long I will last. My edges, they are showing. Oh Lord, I'm fading fast. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Thank you. Sorry, y'all. There's a lot of lights and buttons on the other side of this thing. Get them all aligned and directed. And there we go. Well, I got an old truck, beat up and rusted, and every other week another part of it's busted, but well, I still like to drive it down the road. It's got 4-ball tires on 1 bent wheel, my steering box shimmies, my brakes all squeal, but 99% of the time it gets me home. You can have your doubts, I'll climb right in, spark a cigarette, and tune a station in, and drop her down in gear. Well, I'm ready to roam. Dad bought this truck when I was a kid, and we used it to do every damn thing that we did, from hunting to fishing to working at Haul and Shine. Drove off in this truck on my first date, and my mom was mad I was out so late, but Dad just slid me the keys, said it was mine. Drove off in this truck on my wedding day, see. She wasn't too thrilled, but I was proud as could be. Looking back, Lord, I should have took that as an omen, 'cause it was just a short year until my paycheck wasn't paying her bills. I found that this old truck held everything I own, according to her and her lawyer. How about that accordion player? That's not bad, is it? Accordion player that fits in your pocket, man. That's pretty convenient. You know, if I get about a mile out of your town, 'cause my muffler makes the god awfulest sound, and well, every block or so it backfires and puffs smoke. I don't care. I roll my window down and turn the radio up. This is my hunk of junk, and I will pass you smiling and waving and taking a toke. There's no hands on the wheel. This old truck's about all I have, and that's alright, man. I'm just fine with that, 'cause but 99% of the time it gets me home. Yeah. It's a golden oldie right there, ain't it? I promise I'm looking at my set list. I'm not checking messages. I don't have a hot date or anything. Don't worry. I'm not being rude. I'm gonna dedicate this next song to the Trimpire section right over here. If you think you can trim a lot of weed, you can't trim a lot of weed. The people in this general area, except for that one, can swaz a lot of weed. Trim a lot of weed. All right. This is for you. This is for y'all. smoke a lot of weed, Lord, I smoke a lot of weed. Oh, I smoke a lot of weed. I smoke a lot of weed, Lord, I smoke a lot of weed. Oh, I smoke a lot of weed. Smoke a lot of weed. I smoke a lot of weed, Lord, I smoke a lot of weed. Oh, I smoke a lot of weed. I smoke a lot of weed, Lord, I smoke a lot of weed. Oh, I smoke a lot of weed. Smoke a lot of weed. I smoke a lot of weed, Lord, I smoke a lot of weed. Oh, I smoke a lot of weed. I smoke a lot of weed, Lord, I smoke a lot of weed. Oh, I smoke a lot of weed. Smoke a lot of weed.
Lord, I smoke a lot of weed. Smoke a lot of weed. I smoke a lot of weed. Smoke a lot of weed. I smoke a lot of weed. 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 Weed. Smoke a lot of weed. Smoke a lot of weed. Smoke a lot of weed. I smoke a lot of weed. I smoke a lot of weed. I smoke a lot of weed. Smoke a lot of weed. Smoke a lot of weed. Thank you. I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all might, some of y'all, oh shit, what's going on over here? There we go, fixed it. Some of y'all might think that song is silly, and it's pretty silly, but you're gonna be singing it on the way home, so who's laughing now?
The third world is not poor. You don't go to poor countries to make money. There are very few poor countries in this world. Most countries are rich. The Philippines are rich. Brazil is rich. Mexico is rich. Chile is rich. Only the people are poor. But there's billions to be made there, to be carved out and to be taken. There's been billions for 400 years. The capitalist European and North American powers have carved out and taken the timber, the flax, the hemp, the cocoa, the rum, the tin, the copper, the iron, the rubber, the bauxite, the slaves, and the cheap labor. They have taken out of these countries. These countries are not underdeveloped, they're overexploited.
It's true what they say, that tired cliche. They don't build them like they did back when. You could get your dollar's worth, and it was your right of birth as a hard-working American. But now we buy more, we buy more, we buy more bullshit every day. Yeah, we buy more, we buy more, we buy more bullshit every day. And all the men in control have lost sight of the goal, and they all sold our souls away. But all of us folks would stand up and revolt, and they'd have to do things our way. But still we buy more, we buy more, we buy more bullshit every day. Yeah, we buy more, we buy more, we buy more bullshit every day. Yeah, we buy more, we buy more, we buy more, we buy more, we buy more bullshit every day. Yeah, we buy more, we buy more, we buy more, we buy more, we buy more bullshit every day. And then flat screen TVs and the internet memes and the day jobs are stealing your dreams. And you're surrounded by greed, shit you don't need, and just wondering why you don't feel free. Well, it's 'cause you buy more, you buy more, you buy more, you buy more bullshit every day. Yeah, we buy more, we buy more, we buy more, we buy more, we buy
buy more, we buy more, we buy more bullshit every day. Yeah, we buy more, we buy more, we buy more, we buy more bullshit every day. Yeah, we buy more, we buy more, we buy more, we buy more bullshit every day. Yeah, we buy more, we buy more, we buy more, we buy more, we buy more bullshit every day. Yeah, we buy more, we buy more, we buy more, we buy more bullshit every day. Yeah, we buy more, we buy more, we buy more, we buy more bullshit every day. Yeah, we buy more, we buy more, we buy more, we buy more bullshit every day. Yeah, we buy more, we buy more, we buy more, we buy more bullshit every day. Yeah, we buy more, we buy more bullshit every day. Yeah, we buy more, we buy more, we buy more bullshit every day. Yeah, we buy more, we buy more, we buy more, we buy more, we buy more bullshit every day. Thank you. Um, well, I put new brakes on my Ford, and I ran right out of gas. Put new brakes on my Ford, and I ran right out of gas. Now I'm stuck out on that highway, and everybody drives right on past. Went to see my good girl. She said I could stay. I went to see my good girl, and she said I couldn't stay. Said it's a man with twice my money, and he was headed this way.
brakes on my Ford, and then I ran right out of gas. Well, I put the brakes on my Ford, and then I ran right out of gas. And now I'm stuck out on this highway, and everybody drives right on past. I put the brakes on my Ford, and then I ran right out of gas. Well, I put the brakes on my Ford, and I ran right out of gas. Stuck out on that highway, everybody drives right on past. Oh, yeah. Do I have time for maybe 2 more songs? Can I do 2 more? Yeah. Okay, I got 2 more for you. One's a cover, the other's a fable. Hope you like them. Would you believe me if I told you that you are the queen of my heart? Please don't deceive me when I hurt you. It's just not the way it seems. Can you feel my love buzz? Can you feel my love buzz? Can you feel my love buzz? Can you feel my love? Would you believe me if I told you that you are the queen of my heart? Please don't deceive me when I hurt you. It's just not the way it seems. Can you feel my love buzz? Can you feel my love buzz? Can you feel my love buzz? Can you feel my love?
I've never got to put my leg on a monitor before. It was fucking awesome. I was like, tonight's the night. I'm gonna do it. First time for everything. Okay. I got one more for you. Man, thank y'all. I sure appreciate it. I was a bag of nerves when I got up here, and y'all made me feel real welcome. That's a big deal, and I thank you very much. And oh yeah, I'm sorry. I've been so busy. I forgot to mention. I mean, are you guys excited to see Scott H. Byram? Or yeah? Kind of figured that was why y'all were here. Aw, shucks. Folks, so what I'm gonna leave you with is a little story here. This is what you might call a funky fable, all right? I'm gonna tell you a story of a farmer lived way down in Arkansas. He lived in a little rural community called Ogemaw. I don't know if any of y'all heard of it. It's basically a post office, and that's all. He had a farm, and it was a small but modest farm. He had a cow for milk, you know. He had a mule for pulling his plow. He had some chickens running all around for eggs and whatnot. He had a pig, you know, for bacon eventually. But the animal he was most proud of and cared the most about would be his goat, because the goat wasn't like livestock. The goat was like his dog. See, he didn't have a dog, he had a goat, and the goat would follow him all around on the property, and it never run off, and he never tied it up, and he never put it in the fence. The goat just stuck around.
Most days, the farmer would arrive back home, and a goat would be waiting for him in the driveway. Well, one day, farmer gets home. He's been to the post office. That's the only place to go. And he comes back, and the goat's not there waiting for him. He don't see him, and he gets to looking all around on his property, man. He's looking around, looking up and down and high and low, and finally he gets to hearing this noise way, way in the back of his property. He recalls that there's an old well back there that's long been dried up, you know. It dries a bone down there, and will turn out somehow that goat, man, he had gotten down there and fell in that well. So the farmer went to his barn trying to figure out what he could do to get the goat out of the well, and he comes back with three things, y'all. He comes back with a ladder, he comes back with a shovel, and he comes back with the rope. Now here's the thing, he tries the ladder, but the ladder's too short, man. It won't reach all the way to the bottom, and besides, he's not climbing in after this goat, right? So next he tries the rope, and he's got him a lasso, and he's lassoing down there, and the rope don't work, and well, he decided all he could do was the shovel, man. And here's the thing about the shovel ain't for getting the goat out of the well, you know. He decided if he couldn't get him out, the best he could do for this goat was give him a proper burial, you know. He's like his friend, he's a pet, he's an old goat, you know. So the farmer, he hesitates for a little while because his loop repeated and he's waiting for it to come back around. But he was hanging out there just waiting for the loop, and he was thinking, man, it's getting dark outside, and he didn't want to do it, man. The goat's his friend and all, but he ain't really got no kind of choice, you know, but to give him a proper burial, you know what I'm saying? So he grabbed up his shovel, and that farmer was shoveling dirt, boy. He was shoveling dirt. That farmer was shoveling dirt, Lord. He was shoveling dirt. That farmer just shoveling dirt, boy. Just shoveling dirt. That farmer was shoveling dirt, Lord. He was shoveling dirt. Now the thing is, after about an hour or two of this, he looks off in the well and he thinks, surely that goat's up to his ankles, if not his knees by now, you know. And he looks, and the thing is, the goat's a little dirty, but he ain't buried, man. He's standing there just proud as ever, and you know, he gets to paying attention, and he realizes what's going on is every single time he would throw a shovel load of dirt on this goat, it would hit that goat's back, and that goat would just shake it off, and he would just stomp it under his feet, man. Just every time, he would just shake it off and stomp it under his feet, man. And so what he realized then was maybe, just maybe, you know, if he shoveled enough dirt in this well that every time that goat shook it off and stomped it under his feet, he would raise the floor of that well an inch, maybe 2 inches, maybe 3 inches, and eventually, instead of burying him, he'd be able to raise the floor of this well, and his goat friend to be able to just jump up out of there. So now it's high on midnight, but he's got a job to do, so he gets right back after it, you know what I'm saying? That farmer was shoveling dirt, boy. He was shoveling dirt. That farmer just shoveling dirt, boy. He was shoveling dirt. That farmer just shoveling dirt. He was shoveling dirt. That farmer was shoveling dirt, boy. He was shoveling dirt. And eventually, man, by the time the sun come up, he had put enough dirt in that well, and that goat had packed enough of it under his feet that he managed to jump up out of there and managed to free himself. And so, the moral of the story, what I want to leave y'all with here tonight, is if you feel like a tired old goat, and you feel like life has got you stuck at the bottom of a well, and you look up and even your best friend is throwing dirt on your back, well, there's really only one thing you can do. You got to shake it off and stomp it on your feet. Well, you got to shake it off and stomp it on your feet. You got to shake it off, stomp it on your feet. You got to shake it off, Lord, stomp it on your feet.
You got to shake it off and stomp it on your feet. You got to shake it off and stomp it on your feet. You got to shake.
Folks, I've been AJ Gaither, Autonomous Jook, Anonymous Jerk, Felonious Junk.
Stomp it on your feet.
Thank you guys for hanging out and listening. Scott H. Byram is up next, and as always, thank you, Travis and the Westport Saloon, the whole crew, man. I'm gonna get fucking shit-faced now.
You got to shake it off and
Thank you. Thank you.